Hello, Shemstars. Welcome to your English class. Students, today we are going to begin with a new lesson from your book Beehive, If I Were You. If I Were You by Douglas James is an interesting play that has mystery, suspense, surprise, and humor. It is a story in which an intruder intends to kill Gerard and impersonate him to escape the law. But the tables are turned on him as he is trapped due to Gerard's presence of mind. The play thus brings out the intelligence and presence of mind can help us come out of the trickiest of all situations. The title, If I Were You, is very appropriate. It refers to the wishful thinking of the intruder who wants to assume Gerard's identity in order to escape the law. His idea of eluding the police by living on a borrowed identity remains unfulfilled as he is trapped by Gerard and outwitted before he assumes his life. His dream to impersonate Gerard is squashed, and the If I Were You looms forever with no hope of becoming a concrete reality. The title, therefore, hints at the basic idea of the story and is therefore very apt. The theme of the play emphasizes the significance of intelligence, presence of mind, and a cool head in situation of crisis. Panic complicates matters, but cool temperament can help one wriggle out of tight corners with ease. Criminals who mastermind most deceitful crimes can also be outwitted because they have a fear of getting detected and caught by the law. Hence, a tactful planning and handling of a situation can trap even the so called smart criminals. Now, coming to the summary of the story, Gerard is a typical English gentleman who is an actor playwright. He is well educated, fearless, and full of humor. The play opens with Gerard answering a phone call, which is from a client whom he promises to deliver the props for rehearsal. He is busy packing for travel in this connection when an intruder flashly dressed in overcoat and a soft hat and carrying a revolver in his hand, surprises him from behind. But Gerard keeps his cool and tries to figure out who the intruder is when the latter threatens him with the dire consequences if his questions are not answered. However, the intruder declares that he is not there to tell him about himself but to know the personal details of Gerard. The intruder tells Gerard that he is a robber who specializes in the theft of jewels and that he plans to use Gerard's house and car for his schemes. The intruder then announces that he is going to kill Gerard and later assume his identity as there is a good resemblance between the two of them. In this way, he can evade the police and lead a peaceful life. The intruder further surprises Gerard by telling him that he has noticed that Gerard's manner of speech and has taken care to adopt a resemblance to him in looks too. He needs to change his identity because the cops are searching for him for having killed one of their colleagues. He also tells Gerard how he has come to know about him by overhearing a conversation between two people. But it is Gerard who has the last laugh when he fools the intruder into believing that he too is running from law and is about to flee. He completely befools the intruder by making him check for himself if everything is safe outside before they escape. He makes him peep into a dark cupboard, giving him the impression that it leads to the garage. The moment the intruder peeps in, Gerard pushes him into the cupboard, knocking at the revolver out of his hand. While the intruder keeps rattling the door and shouting, "Let me out of here," Gerard gets down to business. Very coolly, he answers a phone call apologizing that he wouldn't be able to deliver the stage props in time for rehearsal. At the same time, he requests the caller to send the sergeant to his place. All this while, he guards the cupboard with the intruder's revolver. Gerard is so amused by this incident that that he decides to use it as one of the plots for his next play. So, the play gives the message that overconfidence can lead to disastrous results. One should never consider oneself to be smarter than the opponent, as is done by the intruder who thinks that Gerard is no match for him. The play also conveys that intelligence, presence of mind, and cool headedness can help us overcome the gravest of problems that we may encounter. I hope all of you have liked and understood the chapter well. Do go through the PDF text also from your textbooks. In case of any doubts or queries, you can post in the comment section of the Google Classroom. Till then, stay safe. God bless you all.